Okay, so for the ingredients, obviously all exact measurements will be in the description below, but you're gonna need some potatoes, roughly chopped, vegan butter, soy cream, soy milk. For the beef replacement, I'm using dried soy chunks. I'm using a mix of small and bigger chunks, but that's obviously up to you. We have some onion, garlic, carrots, sorry. Traditional recipe doesn't call for carrots, but I always like to throw some in because, you know, extra veggies and they do add nice flavor. You're gonna also need vegan beef bouillon, and normally you could add some fresh tomatoes, but obviously they're not in season right now, so I'm using canned. On top of that, we're gonna sprinkle, here I have a mix of nutritional yeast and breadcrumbs and some vegan grated cheese of your choice. Assistant black cat optional, but strongly recommended. So first you're gonna need to boil your potatoes for roughly 20 minutes and rehydrate your soy chunks in the beef bouillon. Whilst your potatoes are cooking, you can start adding onions, garlic, and carrots to a pan and getting those nice and colored. Once your veggies have started to cook, you can add the rehydrated soy chunks, and here is where it is really important to let them really get nicely brown and colored to develop those rich and charred, almost like, well, beef-like flavors. Once your potatoes are cooked, you can mash them up and season them. So here is some soy cream, soy milk, and some vegan butter. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, and I also like to add a little bit of nutmeg, but I guess that's just how my mama used to make mashed potatoes. And here we have a nice mashed potatoes. So once your soy is nicely browned, you can add the tomatoes and let that cook for a little while. Okay, now you can add a couple of chunks of vegan butter on top, sprinkle that breadcrumb and nutritional yeast mix, and add some vegan shredded cheese. And we're gonna put that in the oven for roughly, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes. The goal here is to have the cheese melted and the butter and the breadcrumbs having made like a nice golden crust. And here's the finished result. Enjoy.